Another day, another couple levels, you already know. Back to the grind, baby. 24 to 27. We are very, very close. Smile face. I'm out here in the fields of Providence 3, if you can believe it. About to cap out on energy, so I figured I'd put in some points real quick. 27 to 29. One more to go. We need to max that bad boy out. Overall, I maxed this very quickly, though I have been doing a lot of grinding lately. And that's just because I have a good amount of free time off of doing any sort of work. And, yeah. So, the little time that I do spend away from the game is just me hanging out with, like, my friends or whatever, going out to eat. And then all of my free time, which I have quite a bit of right now, because, again, like I said, I'm on break from work, grinding. And the double soul Urda, like, this thing, the permanent, like, double soul Urda, goes kind of crazy. So expect this clip to be coming up shortly. Alright, we're back in the fields of Providence 3, and that's because I filled up my soul Urda energy, which means, oops, not conversion. That means number 30 in the books. We are once again maximum heximum matriximum. Very cool. Grinded this out very quickly. Thank you to the holidays, and thank you to the permanent double soul Urda drop thing, because that shit's OP as fuck. And now I can turn them back into boosters and get more XP, Smile. Yeah. Limbo probably next clip, Smiley. Alright, so this is a post-commentary type beat thing again, and kind of like I did for the Kalos. This is just us doing, us being me and my friend, us doing Limbo, normal Limbo. Again, this is something that I probably should have been doing for a very long time given how strong my character is, but I don't have a third person that I can reliably get for group content quite yet. There's a couple of my friends that I am hoping will get there soon, but until then, if I'm going to be doing these bosses, it's got to be in a duo, and again, this is like... This is closer to Min Cut than Sea Kalos, I believe. I don't know. Again, because I haven't ran our scouters, we're like roughly 100k hexa here each. Maybe he's a little bit higher, I'm a little bit lower, something like that. I don't know. We're like identical, though, essentially. You just clone my character, and there's basically two of us. That being said, this is our very first Limbo clear ever, and as always, especially since the Sea Kalos video, okay. I don't know exactly how I wanted to word this, but basically, since we're, like, brand new to this shit, and we pretty much just kind of learn the boss. I mean, I like learning bosses by going in and just doing them. I've always been like this. For any game ever, basically. You basically learn the major mechanics you need to know, and then you just kind of run your head against the wall and figure out the rest from there. That being said, the Chaos Kalos video, there was a nice man / woman, whoever you are, my friend, thank you for the comment, with a massive tip about, like, shooting. Specifically, the whole, like, if you sit in the middle platform and just let it expire, it'll always hit left-right if you're in middle. I still haven't tried that yet, but I assume it works, and shit like that is just, I would never figure it out, right? And even the people that I talk to that do, like, Sea Kalos, I mean, they've never mentioned it. I don't think, like, anyone in my friend group knows about it. So again, if you have tips like that on shit, like, for Limbo, please, I want to learn, you know? I'm down to learn. And these videos, specifically of, like, my first clears, don't get it wrong, this is not supposed to teach you how to do anything. This is just like, hey, I finally did this, smile face, and this is what it looked like. That being said, I'll actually start talking about the Limbo kill. So, Limbo, this is going to be a very rough run, obviously. I think the first two Spectres are mostly okay. They're, like, super simple, though. It's nothing, like, super, super crazy. I think I fucked up, like, once in the first Spectre. I'm sure I fuck up again. I don't remember this run too well, so, like, I'm watching this essentially same as you guys are for the first time ever. But I do remember this run, our very first clear. The, fourth Spectre, Spectre D, I believe. This was the very first time we ever were able to do Spectre D without proccing a test. It was not very clean, and it was very close to hitting test. We've ran Limbo a few more times since this, since it's been a couple weeks since we did our very first clear, and we are obviously much better at it now. A lot of this stuff is just because I think we ended up practicing Limbo like twice, maybe 3 times before we did our real run, but we were able to clear it on like our first real run after doing like 2 practice runs, or 2 or 3 practice runs, something like that. I don't quite remember how many we ran. We did not run very many though. And while Limbo is a fairly simple boss considering how little practice was needed, I think Limbo is a really fun boss. Like, I genuinely think Limbo is probably... I think this is the best designed boss that I have done so far. I'm not sure about Baldrix or any of that, because I haven't done Baldrix, but I really like Limbo. I like the theming of Limbo. It seems like, on first glance, there would be a lot to learn, because you have basically 4 different, like, quote-unquote bosses, the Spectres, and then the 2 different Limbo phases, like Limbo himself, white Limbo and black Limbo. You have a bunch of different things to learn, and it seems overwhelming at first, but I think the reality of it is each individual boss is, like, simple enough to where it's, like, reasonable to learn, and it doesn't feel overwhelming, and you get penalized for fucking up, like, the basic mechanics. Like, if you get hit in Spectre A, you get knocked out of the thing, you take some erosion, whatever. Spectre B is the same way. You fall off the platform, you get hit by shit, you lose erosion. Spectre C, you fuck up, you have to do tests. Spectre D, you fuck up, you have to do tests. Limbo, white and black, you fuck up, you have to do tests. Like, I like that mechanic where it rewards good play, and it doesn't just, like, auto-fail you, and it's like a sliding scale rather than, like, an all-or-nothing kind of thing. Like, I think that's what I really enjoy about Limbo. And I mean, the fight itself is just very enjoyable. I don't know. This is a boss that I definitely keep the BGM on for, just because it also, like, it just fucking slaps, dude. Like, they fucking cooked with Limbo. I don't know how else to say it. I hope Baldrix is, like, on the same level as this. Because this is my favorite boss by far. It's not even close. The only thing I don't like about this boss, and this is maybe a personal issue, is for some reason in Spectre B specifically, my game just closes. It seems like. Like, it's like a 50-50 chance that I make it through Spectre B without my game just randomly closing. I don't understand it. I can restart my game. I can not restart my game. Like, I don't know. It's just, sometimes my game just randomly closes, no crash error, no nothing. And it's just, I don't get it. Anyways, that's not a Limbo issue. Well, I mean, it is a Limbo issue, but it's not a Limbo design issue, you know what I'm saying? That's like a me issue. But if y'all know why my game be closing in Spectre B, please let me know. Anyways, I don't know really what else I can say aside from just everything that I've already said. I really enjoy Limbo. This is obviously our very first clear of Limbo, normal duo Limbo. It's only up from here, and it has only been up from here. I appreciate all of you guys, and I don't know, I'm excited to be able to try and get into duoing Hard Adversary when he comes out, and theoretically we should be able to duo normal Baldrix soon-ish TM. I don't know. We'll have to see, but I think that about does it. just thank you guys again for like being on with me with this journey, whether you're new here, whether you're old here, whether you just come here to listen to me yap and like have something on the second monitor. Because honestly, that's, again, I always say this whenever I can, but that's like, I don't know, some people might take super offense to that, but everybody needs some good background noise, man, and if I can provide that, that's the goal, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I make guide videos, sometimes I make informative videos, but I don't usually make those, you know? And it's okay to just have something in the background and be that comfort noise, you know what I'm saying? And I know some people really enjoy my voice, some people really hate my voice, so again, I'm just happy that I can be that little source. Also, I do want to point out that I do know now, I didn't know this on the first run though, but I do know now for this Spectre, when he does the traps on the ground, if I use Rush, I won't get knocked up. Like, if I'm unable to get into a safe spot, I can just Rush, and the Rush will keep me glued to the ground. I do know that now. But again, you guys have any other tips that aren't obvious that you might not know? Because the only written guide that I've ever seen is from Kobe. Shout out to Kobe. Kobe's guides are fucking amazing. I use the written versions to figure out all the major mechs, and then we just kind of run our heads against the boss. Anyways, I'll stop yapping. I'm just saying the same shit over and over again, but I mean, that's just my MO. Enjoy the rest of the run. See you guys in the next video. Smile.
essence of the source!